Irashaimase. Hello and welcome to Fitaurus Kitchen. I'm your host, Chef Fitaurus. E3's just started this morning and I want to go and share some of my thoughts about the first press conference of the day, Microsoft's press conference. First off, I went and felt that Microsoft went and did awesome this year. It's probably the best Microsoft press conference that we've had in years. Just like last year, it was nothing but games, but I feel like they came out and they went and hit strong as far as games are concerned. So I want to go over real quick a couple of the highlights that I went and had personally from the Microsoft press conference. So first off, I definitely want to go and begin with, they started out with Halo, but I don't really go and care so much about Halo. One of the first things that intrigued me, caught my eye, was that Inafune Metroid Prime team game that they were going and doing, ReCore. So this one definitely looked like an interesting title to me. They didn't go and really have much in the way of gameplay. It was just a teaser trailer. I have no idea what it's going to actually go and be about, but the talent that's going behind the game, as well as the visual look that it had going to it, was intriguing. So I'm looking forward to going and seeing and hearing more hopefully in the coming days about ReCore. But if not, in the future, we're going and seeing what we have about ReCore. Next up, I've got my notes. Like, this one, for me, is huge. I can't begin to go and tell you how awesome it is to go and hear that they're going and bringing backwards compatibility to the Xbox One. So your 360 games, that I'm not necessarily 100% sure if it's going to go and be the entire library or if they're going to go and be selective about what they go and have there. But the fact is, you're going to have backwards compatibility available on the Xbox One. Either from like the digital games that you already purchased on the Xbox 360, which is huge, or with the physical disc if you go and have that. It's like, with that one right there, Sony gauntlet thrown down, you guys need to go and do better. That's all there is to it. They went and had Halo 4 again. That's awesome. Or not Halo 4. Fallout 4. Looks awesome. Really looking forward to that one, but no, we'll go and see. It's a little ways off. That was at Bethesda's last night, and I feel they did a better job. EA Access, not really interested in too many more programs where you have to go and pay like extra to go and just receive extra content. But hey, if you go and buy more than $60 worth of if you save more than $60 throughout the course of the year, it's totally worth it, right? The next big one that went and hit, that I thought was interesting, Dark Souls 3. We did go and get the unveil for that. It was like rumored that we would go and see it at E3, and Microsoft went and had the debut trailer for it. Then there wasn't really anything said about it beyond just showing the trailer. Other than that, we also went and had an interesting looking, almost MOBA style like game in this Gigantic. I really liked the colors, even if it was extremely on the red side, but it was very colorful and cartoony, and well, that's something that I really go and like. In addition to that, they went and had a really great indie montage, and they went and gave a little bit of screen time to a few indie developers. Most of those games, it was just like the briefest of teasers where it's like, I want to know more, but oh well, we'll go and definitely hopefully see more about those in the coming days. The Tacoma from, what's the name of that studio off the top of my head? I forget. Fulbright. Ashen, Beyond Eyes, and Cuphead. Cuphead definitely goes and looks awesome, so you got that. And then another thing that was a big and interesting highlight is you've got Xbox Game Preview, which is basically Microsoft's take on Steam's early access. It'll be really interesting to go and see how well that goes and works for them, so hopefully that goes and works well. And I don't want to go and say that I don't want this to go and become an industry standard. I don't always want to go and be playing these incomplete games, but at the same time, being able to go and get your hands on games early and go and see and play the game as it goes and develops is definitely an awesome thing. There was the rare replay, the 30 hits for 30 hit games in one collection. Me personally, I'm a big fan of Rare from all the way back in the NES and the Super Nintendo days. One of my favorite games on the NES, if not my favorite game on the NES, one of my favorite games on the NES, we'll just go that way, is Battletoads. Love Battletoads. It's a really, really, like, one of those games that's kind of defined my gaming childhood. So to go and see like that go and show up in this 30 hit games collection, awesome. They had definitely had some other like NES titles in the montage there, so looking forward to going and seeing how that one goes and pans out. We didn't go and get a new Battletoads as he announced. They went and had this Sea of Thieves instead. Fable Legends, but yeah, not really all that big into that. HoloLens, that Minecraft demo. I'm a skeptic. I'll have to admit I'm not really sure that it could go and do what they were going and showing it doing, but if it can and it does, then the potentials for like gaming and everything is just mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. We'll just go with that. And then they went and announced the Gears of War Remastered, and they kind of ended with their Gears 4 reveal, but there were still like 2 years, year and a half out on that one. So anyway, that's the quick little rundown of what I thought of the Microsoft press conference. It was definitely an incredible ride. They did what they needed to go and do, which is focus on the games. And well, I kind of feel like they've set the bar really high for this year's E3. So let's go and see if everybody else can go and match. That said, if you have any comments about E3 or anything that was revealed today, and please leave those in the comments below, and I'll be back later today with other reaction videos. I'm not sure if I'll be going and doing one for EA or Ubisoft, kind of depends on what they have there, but I'll definitely be back after Sony's, and probably a wrap-up of everything tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to Nintendo's presentation, and even more than that, Square's got an E3 press conference this year. What do they have up their sleeve? Anyway, thank you so much for going and stopping by and watching, and we'll see you next time.